we are ready to go. So I'm Philip, and we are going to talk about career. Okay, Gabriel, and I have some questions that we can discuss, and I'm putting these questions out here. The thing is, this meeting, this immersion, it's not a class, though you are going to learn a lot. And why is that? Because you're going to practice. We have just watched a video talking about jobs, and it's a very realistic video. I mean, we are living the era of automations and AIs. So we can talk about that, and we can talk about anything we want. And to start with, I just want to hear from you, your presentation, and then we can start.
Okay. So I'm Gabriel Quirino. I'm 26 years old. I live in the same city that I was born, a small town in southwest Santa Catarina called Morro da Fumaça. And I work as a fireman. And my day off, I work as a hydraulic matching operator in a company of sand mineration, my father's company. And I used to work as well at the night, maybe 1 or 2 days per week, as a assistant referee soccer. And what else? I graduated in human resource. And I'm here in talk a little, I think maybe around 2 months, and study English around 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. And with you, it's my first meeting. I know you because I see our meetings before, if I'm not mistaken. It's the first meeting every day around 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And that's it about me now.
Very good, Gabriel. So I'm Philip, and I have been running TALK since 2016. The idea of these talks that we have, that we call immersions, it's to practice the conversation skills. What does it mean? It means that we need to listen, we need to speak, and we need to understand what's going on. So the topic we're going to talk about now is career. And you're going to share your point of view about your career. I'm going to share my point of view about my career, and we are going to exchange. And by that, we are going to learn vocabulary. We are going to practice our pronunciation and a lot of other things. So by practicing that, we are going to learn a lot. And the very first question is, you talked that you work with the HR career, right? So what inspired you to choose this career? What was the inspiration, the motivation that, okay, I'm going to do this of my career?
Yeah. Maybe talking about my work that I work right now, fireman. I think the most of child maybe has a dream to become a fireman. I don't know why. Maybe because the siren, because the lights around the fire truck and the ambulance in general. And I don't know, maybe obviously I have more feelings inside me, like to help people, to save people, and I think it is my mainly energy. Main energy. I think it would be that maybe. And nowadays I work as a fireman since 2015. Yeah, I've been in fireman since 20. Yeah, around almost 8 years. And nowadays I figure out that I love help people. I love save people, and adrenaline is very, I love so much as well. When I enter the ambulance or the fire truck, and we have to answer an occurrence, and adrenaline is very interesting because you never know what you will uh, to see. I would say like every occurrence is totally different than another one, and I think it would be that about this my career. But I have my second career in my mind. I think it's my main career because it's my work that I work every day. Because here in the firefighter, I work 1 day and I had 3 day offs. So I work every day. In another job would be matching operator in my family's business, like my father's business and ascending narration. In this case, I work as a matching operator, because my father is a company and I need to work. Because my old brother work as the officer, so resting. No, I forgot the word, and I forgot the word in English, but I needed to work in a metro operator because had only this position and the company for me. So I needed to teach myself at the metro, and that's it about
To
my.
study by you're studying like by yourself
Yeah.
for that. Wow,
Yeah.
that's challenging.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if you realize that, Gabriel, but the question you have just answered, it's pretty much an interview question, you know, and you did that in English. Most recruiters, they want to understand why you chose the career or why you had the decision in the past about the job you're currently doing. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's amazing to think that a small talk, not a small talk, but a talk like this we have, it's going to give you the chance to open doors regarding your career, your job, to earn money abroad, to live abroad, or whatever you want, you know. So this is the power of the immersions. And you just mentioned, oh, I forgot the word in English. So this is the chance, the moment where you can learn that fucking word in practicality. It's not about, oh, someone is going to teach me that. No, I'm going to take accountability about my process and I'm going to learn that fucking word. And then I'm going to put into practice right at the moment. And it's going to be like easy peasy, you know? So, yeah, this is magical, like my point of view. And it's really good to hear what you said about your career choices and everything, because I remember myself choosing, which career I would follow. One of them, it was like the military service because of my dad. Thank God I didn't go that way because it's not really my profile. I understand. I admire people who do that, but it's not for me. So I remember trying to figure out which way, and then like computer science was the right, it was the safe decision, you know, the safest decision. But it turned out to change things in the middle, and then I started to teach. That was really the thing I really love doing, you know. Would you change your career? You know, like if you could change everything, would you change, like shift everything from what you do to something else?
I would change my career.
Yeah, if you would change your career completely.
Yeah, for sure. I think maybe even here in the firefighter and another one, maybe I don't know what, but if I have more opportunities in another place, in a good place, I know my future. I don't know about my future, but yeah, I will change my career.
And do you have an idea which?
Maybe I have a dream to live abroad with my wife, and specifically in the United States. So maybe this kind of thing would be a thing. And maybe I think nowadays would be mainly this dream. I have no idea, or maybe my father's company, if he open another in another place anyway, and I need to manage this company. I think I would change as well. Since even the fireman being to be a good a good work, it's a good career, but I think I would change. I love this job, man. I love with my all my strength, but I would change because it's my life, my future.
Yeah, and I think just the just to think about changing careers is a good exercise, you know.
Yeah.
For example, we have a part of the website, the platform, where there's a video recorded that I tell people to think, what would you do if English is not an issue? You know, okay,
Yeah.
English is not an issue anymore. So what you're going to do with the language? For real, what are you going to do? You're going to study, you're going to live abroad, you're going to work with what? Because mostly we are thinking about the language, but we forget the dream that we want to achieve. So what's the dream you want to accomplish? And exactly what you said about I want to live abroad. I want to live in, especially in the United States. And then you have a picture of that, right?
Yeah. Nowadays, for that reason, I try to improve my English, to improve, not to learn English. I know I make a lot of mistakes. For that reason, I'm here talk because I think it's the perfect place to learn much more and make mistakes as well together. And I think nowadays I'm learning English for that reason too. I have this dream to live abroad.
Yeah, I remember back in like 2010, I had a dream to go to Australia, you know, to live there in the south of Australia in Adelaide. I wanted to move to Adelaide. It never turned to be true, but just to think and to go for it and to try to find a way to make it happen. It was good just because of dreaming about that, and I got the chance to live in Chicago, United States. You know?
Yeah, and because I don't know, maybe if I have more can I say forgot to study English like it and my here when I'm firefighter. Obviously, English it's useful for all life, but in my here in the firefighter fire station, I don't use the English here. Obviously there are a lot of devices here total in English. I obviously this English helped me a lot here, but in my another job like machine operator I don't use. But I know the future because maybe if I work in a big company like I know that company. I don't know if you can say in English, but this company has a company here in Brazil, has a company in the United States, has a company in Chile. I don't know. It's in Portuguese multinacional. I don't know. Can I say
Yeah,
this in English?
multinational. You could
Multinational.
say that. Yeah.
Oh, nice. And maybe would be very important. And I know a lot of people here are learning English because your company try to have a to help our position inside the company, and English is very important because my mind is the language of the world.
Yeah, the universal language,
Yeah.
right? Very good, very good. Yeah, I think yeah, English is just a way, right? Just a way for, to achieve something.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Very good. And about do you have like a schedule, a plan about the next steps of your career? Have you ever planned for real? Like, have you written or have you drawn somewhere, I don't know, or even in your mind, the whole journey about the next steps of your career? Like, those questions, what you want to be, where you want to be in like 2, 5, 10 years, I don't know. It's like an interview right now.
Yeah. I got it, man. I don't know, like here the fire station, it's kind of automatically. I earn more position each year. So, if I'm not mistaken, next month I will graduate. I will graduate. Graduate. Yeah, I will graduate another
Yeah.
position here in the fireman in the fire station, and so I would like to graduate much more, but unfortunately it's only one time per year. And my another job and with my father, I have no idea because it's only this. Maybe manage another company like in the office, like to get out work with matching and work at the office because it's I I don't like so much work with as a matching operator, but I need to work and like work and money wise. So uh, and maybe about my career, I would say in my career and like I work as a with a football with a soccer. I am nowadays a assistant referee soccer and a futsal and a soccer. I don't know if I can say field soccer, maybe football de campo as well.
Yeah.
But nowadays I how can I say I work for the federation of my state, Federation de Santa Catarina, like it means in Portuguese maybe Federação Santa Catarina de Futebol de Salão. Here it's a big step to me, and maybe 5, 6 years I would like to have how can I say, but a brasão and CBF like here
It's
and
like
I
it's like
would
I don't know how to say. I would say like achievement or not.
let me see. Here maybe I I I wouldn't
Like,
know. I don't wanna. I didn't wanna say child because child means school, but would be
yeah, like
here
a
the
badge or a shield or
yeah. Here child bad and CBF because it's the another big step to me, and I think that's my in my career and soccer. I have more achievements, more thoughts. I don't know.
And it's also an experience that you can bring abroad, right? Like if you move to I don't know much about this, but if you move to Orlando, Orlando area in the United States, maybe you can use that experience you're having in Santa Catarina to, I don't know,
Oh yeah,
do
yeah.
something there.
And this guy, yeah, talking about my dream, yeah, I would like, I don't know, maybe by here 5 years, 10 years, I don't know, but I would like to live in the United States. Orlando, it's a beautiful city, and Florida in general, but Orlando, Kissimmee, Miami, and I think maybe Boca Raton. I think I don't know the name in English. Um, and are beautiful places. There are beautiful landscapes, environment. There, yeah, and there are a lot of Brazilian people there. And obviously, maybe to if I would live there. Maybe I would use my my facilities here, my
Your experience.
yeah, my experience there. I don't know if I would like to work as a fireman there, because work as a fireman in the United States is very here more it's more easier. It's easier than there.
Yeah, but the good thing is you have options, to think and like experience. So this is something really good. Like we are having an English talk and it feels like we are practicing an interview experience for real. So and also we are thinking about the future, next steps of career, picturing what can we do, and then like do you feel like you imagining that, and like you inspire yourself, and like this is not my career, but I get excited about, oh, that's a good thing, you have this experience and that, and you could do this and that, what are the next steps for the 5 years ahead of you? So we start thinking about things, and then I believe it starts with that, the dream starts with the picture you have in your head.
Yeah, I got it. I totally agree with you. Yeah. And I like so much, man. Maybe become a police officer in the United States. I think it's a
What kind of officer?
Police man.
What is that exactly?
Police police.
Police officer.
Yeah, police.
Yeah.
So my accent.
No problem. Yeah, and it happens. This is gonna happen in real life, and people are going to ask. You're going to ask. So you try to, oh, what is that? And then, oh, okay, and go ahead.
Yeah. I think maybe to if I needed to choose between fireman, and police officer. I think I would rather police officer.
Nice.
I'd like to eat donuts every day.
Yeah, like the movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gabriel, and just asking another question. I think it's a good one. What do you consider to be your greatest achievement in your career so far? What have you done that, oh, this is something good I have achieved already? It doesn't need to be like something huge, but something you feel it's important.
Maybe, like I said before, in the fireman and my another job with machine operator, I don't have a lot of like vision in my future. But like I said, my another career, talking about assistant referee soccer, maybe to become become like a badge with a CBF, like CBF,
Yeah.
yes. And I think it would be my bigger achievement and this kind of career. And maybe I'd like so much as well to become a referee, not assistant referee, but referee. And I started to do some maths and like in the I need to start with that with kids like here we used to
Yeah, you
say
start in the basic and then you
base,
grow.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, yeah. And I like, and if I have opportunities, for sure, I will get this opportunity to do some maths. But right now, I'm a person federated. I don't know. Here in my state, I would like to become a CBFS.
You see, you start talking about that and it comes naturally to you some vocabulary, specific vocabulary. I have no idea how to say those things in particular. So this is a chance like your scenario, your environment, your career, your job and everything. What are the things that people do or they say? What is the specific vocabulary? You just go to YouTube and you try to watch videos about people working in that field to learn that vocabulary.
Yeah,
Instead of hiring a private teacher to prepare that for you. You can just like Google it and listen to a podcast. Don't you think there are referees or people in the soccer field or firefighters, policy officers talking about their jobs, their experiences in English on YouTube or other podcasts? You know, and then you really get immersed on that.
yeah, I agree. And
So
to me, this subject I've been a very challenge because I've never talking about this kind of thing.
yeah, and then it's funny because you don't really need to have a private teacher. You don't need to have a regular class to learn a specific vocabulary about your job, about your area, about the things you do. You just go to Google or you go to YouTube, you try to watch a video, you search for people in that field with that experience you want to achieve or you want to have, and you pay attention on, oh, how they are speaking, how they are talking, how they are sharing, what they are saying, what are the expressions, the phrasal verbs or whatever. You get notes and you start to use when you go to an interview or when you come to the immersions on Talk and Talk, you start to using them. Instead of studying, you practice, you speak, and then like actively speak, and then you learn fast, really fast. So this is a way, like, it's really fast and it's cheap, you know?
Yeah, I got it. I will try.
Yeah, there's a question here. How do you see your career progressing in the next 5 years? So I have already done that. Like classic question. But thinking backwards, do you think 5 years before, had you thought you would be in the position or you would be in the moment you are right now? Like 5 years before, do you think Gabriel 5 years before would think, oh, I'm going to be in that, like the moment you are right now?
Not. Um, and the fireman, yeah, because I studied to be here. And like matching operator as well, the same thing. I think not. I don't think. Yeah, I think not because I've never worked with this kind of thing. Never worked with matinee in general. I don't know. I forgot. Let me see. Find this name of my matinee. I forgot. Bulldozer. Yeah, bulldozer. Bulldozer means here in the Brazil, cavadeira. I work with this matinee,
Wow.
and to me, it's very, 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 very. It was very challenging because like
You have a lot of experience. How old are you?
26.
Oh my God. It feels like, when did you start working? Like with 10 years old?
Almost.
Almost.
No,
Congrats.
I worked
Congrats.
since my
Congrats.
I was 12 years old. Yeah, 12 years old,
Congrats.
uh, but it isn't informal jobs like here in my city. There's a supermarket, and I delivered like folders and amplifiers. I don't know, yeah,
Yeah.
here. And but with my father, I use it. I use it to work with. I use it go to work with my father when I was a kid because my mom worked and my father as well, and I used to go with my father, and but I've never worked as a machine operator, and I need to learn. I need to learn by myself. I teach myself, and here I think the surprise to me it was to become like here in the Aston Referee Soccer, like mainly a federation at the federation. It was my main achievement this year because I did the test. I did the test at February, and I passed the test. So I never thought I never and I never thought about it these kind of things in my life. The fireman, yes, but it's not to another one, not. I don't know if you
So
got it.
we are live on YouTube and we are talking about career. So if I were you, I would get the link of this meeting. I would copy and paste somewhere so you can have it. In 1 year, you're going to look backwards and you're gonna think, you're gonna watch or listen, and you're gonna think, is it exactly what's happening now? I do that myself. I have a podcast where I record things, personally things like private things, and I record it on Spotify. I just share my ideas. So I can listen backwards things that I recorded 5-6 years ago. And it brings a lot of information. And I learn a lot about myself. And then I become stronger because once I know the tools I have inside of me, I can use that in my favor.
Yeah.
So this is something powerful.
A good idea. Yeah.
For myself, I would never, I had never thought that I would be leading a startup community with the size we have right now, with the people and everything. But I remember clearly when I decided to quit my IT career in 2015, I decided that in September 2015, that I wanted to have an English school. I didn't know if it was going to be a franchise, like a Wise Up franchise, or I would create my own school. It turned out to be none of that, to be something else. But from now, I know that TALKNTALK is going to be the hugest platform around the world with no teachers, but with a lot of people talking and sharing with each other, like in a collaborative way, you know? So that's what I see. Like that game, that board game called War, where you have the pieces. It's it just feels it feels like that, you know. It feels like that. So
hold on a second, please.
okay, no problem. Take your time. Take your time. And this is real life experience. We have a conversation and anything can happen on Talk and Talk in an immersion. So I'm having a conversation with a person and then something happens, and this is real life. Something like that can happen. And then you get back. So
sorry,
this is no problem. This is something I like when it happens, because this is real life. You know, what do you do when something like that happens? And then you keep talking. So I'm live on YouTube, so I record myself in here, or I share stuff. So how do you deal with situations that you don't have control? This is leadership. You know, this is leadership.
Yeah.
Gabriel, the last question before we finish. How do you stay motivated and passionate about your career? That's the last question, the 10th question.
Well, and the fireman, I love with my all strongest and help people, save people. I feel myself motivated. I feel myself, my feeling inside me when I can save a people, save a parent of the people, save or just helping with the even to being a little problem. But when the person called here at the fire station, it's because this person really need help. This person really need help, or your parents, or your close close friends, close people in general, and I feel so good when I can see the love in the face of this person. It's, I don't know, but it's very grateful. Yeah.
It's rewarding.
Yeah.
Rewarding.
Yeah. That's the word. Yeah.
Mm.
And I usually say that I prefer work as at the ambulance, because here in my state is the fireman work and the fire truck and the ambulance as well. I know there are a lot of states work only fire truck, ambulance is another company like SAMU, anyway, another company, a private company, and I prefer work in ambulance because I feel myself more useless, not useful. It's not
Yeah.
useful,
Yeah.
because when I go to, like, how can I say, to end the fire, like, I don't know, how can I say, to extinguish, like maybe extinguish a fire when the house gets fired. It's almost to throw water and to end the fire, and that is obviously we need to protect the house of the people, protect their cars anyway. But I feel that, or I felt, I don't know. No, I feel that it's we are more useful when I save people with the ambulance, like the person with heart attack, and when you can, like, it to come back this person to life again, like, I'm not gonna say be very to live again.
Yeah, to live again.
Yeah, to live again, And that's it. And for that reason, I have that's my bus to work every day. And with my second job was a matching operator because it's the company. It's almost mine as well because my family, my father,
Yeah,
my
it's
brother
yours
as well.
already. It's yours as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I need to work, and obviously I don't like so much work as a matching operator, but it isn't a bad job. But I it's relaxed. It's easy to work nowadays because I've learned it yet. And like in my third job, because I love soccer as well. I love sports in general, but soccer is my favorite sport. And I like so much to when I work as a referee, a main referee. I like so much to give a red card to the players. It's very good.
What do you have? Like, do you support a team? Like, do you
Yeah,
like you root
yeah.
for for a team? Like,
I have a team. Yeah, I have a team. Criciúma,
nice.
my neighborhood city here. It's my main team, my heart team. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Gabriel, it was such a good talk. I just want you to realize that you speak a very good English. Like, we had a full hour of English speaking, and we had the chance to watch a video without subtitles talking about the future jobs ahead of us and the AI technology. And we could talk about your career, and you shared a lot of stuff. So think about that as not just like a class, but something that you're going to use the next few days, weeks, months, years, you know?
Yeah,
So
for sure. Or
think,
I'd like to say thank you for our time, for our patience to be here with only person, but
yeah,
for
no,
me,
it was good. It was good. I was missing that feeling, you know?
I like so much. To me, like I said, it was a challenge because mainly because it's only me talking. It's for 1 hour.
It's hard. It's hard. Like,
Yeah.
because you need to be there. You don't have like a chance, you know? Like, you can just close your camera and someone else is speaking. So this is real life experience in English.
Yeah, when I entered this in this room and I saw only me is oh my god.
Yeah. To be like the role I am at the moment, it's not easy as well.
Yeah, but
But
that's no problem.
it's been like 7 years that I do that. So I know what to do, how to do, you know? It's practice.
Yeah.
So keep practicing. I know there are a lot of things that are going to happen, whether you like it or not. They are going to happen just because you speak English. And people around you, they are listening to you. They are paying attention. They don't know, they don't say things. Sometimes they just think, but they know that you're speaking English.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I got it. For
So,
sure.
yeah. Congratulations. Good to meet you for real. Like, and hope to see you back
Me too,
again in
yeah.
another meeting.